Buddhuram, the poet. A small kingdom called Kalwa was ruled by Chalkha Singh Nalwa. One day, he asked his minister,
How come the people still remember Raja Bhoj, my predecessor?
Maharaj, it's easily explained. At his court, he retained poets, young and old, and gave them coins of gold.
Nalwa said,
Announce right away. All good poets, young and old, will get from me too coins of gold.
In his kingdom was a small village Hapur, where lived Buddhuram and his neighbor Kapoor. Buddhuram's wife worked as a water carrier and so knew all that went on around her. One day, she heard that Kapoor had been given 5 gold coins for a poem he had written. Buddhuram could neither read nor write. But his wife said to him,
You are bright. You certainly can write poems. I have no doubt. Kalidas too was illiterate. He too was a lout.
Early one morning, as Buddhu stepped into the river, as the water was cold, he began to shiver. His teeth began to chatter, kitakit, kitakit.
Lovely, this is very poetic.
He felt sure that it was inspiration. This was the time for poetic creation. Just then a crow stopped by for a drink. It set Buddhu wondering. He began to think.
It's surely trying to sharpen its beak. The best food, then it can easily pick.
Buddhu composed a poem there and then.
I know, Kalya, what you plan to do. I also know, Kalya, how tricky are you.
Of his poem, Buddhu was very proud. So he went to the king and read it aloud. No one in the court could guess its meaning. So it was written on a board and hung from the ceiling. The next morning, as Kallu the barber sat on the veranda and took out his razor, Buddhu's poem he read, and he went pale with dread. Falling on his knees to the king, he said,
It was the minister who wanted you dead. He said he would certainly have me hanged if I did not help him with this terrible plan. He wanted your throat slit with my blade's sharp tip.
Now did the king realize that Buddhu's poem had saved his life. Buddhu was honored in the court and given in prize a lot of gold. He was given the title Kavi Bhushan. The minister was sent to the darkest dungeon.